did this way or that way, and well, shit, that was a year ago. You know what I mean? A lot has changed. I'm in college. Shit, I'm not talking about sports no more. You know what I mean? Cut my locks off. Got a goatee now. So yeah, just a lot has changed. And I started this new podcast. Just you know what I mean? Better myself and better other people. You know what I mean? Talk about productive conversations that's going on in the world right now, and just to help you know what I mean people that might not have the courage to ask other people about things to get someone's mindset or point of view on things. And this is our guest Vanna, as you can see. You know me, her doing her little thing, quiet, shy and shit. And Vanna's gonna talk about herself, her age, and just introduce herself. So, one of you ready to speak, Vanna? Go ahead.
I'm not ready, but we ready. But I'm ready, but we ready. So I'm ready.
All right,
Uh,
it's on you. You
what do I
introduce yourself.
say? Oh,
Uh,
my name is Vanna. Nice to meet you. I'm 21 years old, and yeah, this is my friend. He brought me here. So yeah.
Anything interesting that anybody should know about you?
Mm, mm-mm.
Any accolades? Anything you're proud
Like
of?
anything that I'm proud of,
Yeah,
I would say I'm proud of myself for taking care of the people around me.
that's real. That's real. That's real. Especially in
Well,
this
I would say that.
day and age, we deal with fake people, all these other things, stuff like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
love what you just said right there, like taking care of other people, because I always had that mindset, like I gotta take care of other people before I take care of myself,
Mm-hmm.
which has always been a good thing for me, but it
Mm-hmm.
always backfired on me because I realized I take care of so
Yeah.
much people
Yep.
that when I'm at my lowest moment, you kind of realize who's really kind of like around you and who's like really rocking with you. So yeah, I definitely
That,
relate to
yeah,
that very much.
and that do be hurting, cause
It
like
do be hurting, yeah. You be like, damn, it got you really just thinking in the world, and it hit you. It hits you different too, especially when you just be so kind to people.
hmm
And I think that's what's kind of going on with the world. Like people can be so kind nowadays because I'm not gonna say this world is so sensitive, but it's goddamn sensitive because the jokes that they're making in the early 2000s,
hmm
early 90s, we can't make those jokes because of new gender roles, racism, things like that, just to make sure other people are comfortable and stuff like that, which
hmm
is I understand because there's a lot going on in the world, good and bad. So
hmm
yeah, I can definitely relate. But in this episode today in Festive Mark, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You know what I mean? You're gonna answer them best of your abilities, and we're gonna just see, you know what I mean, your opinion. I'm gonna give my opinion, and this is not no argument. This is not a debate. We're just giving each other's opinions respectfully.
Okay.
Now, the first question I got for you is, what do you think is a good man? You know what I mean? You're 21. You've been on this earth for a little minute, about 2 decades now. You've been through high school. You know what I mean? Things after high school. Relationship talking stages. So, what is a good man to you that you look forward to? Like,
Mm,
what represents a good man?
I would say someone who's like honest, but like
Mm-hmm.
all the way through, just like with anything. But also someone who's very insensitive. Like you know what I mean? Like not insensitive, but like sensitive to what other people are feeling and just like in tune with that and just their energy. And then I feel like the another thing is like not following what everyone else is doing. I noticed that like a lot of men, I feel like it's more men than like women. I feel like a lot of men are on the like same like bandwagon, if that makes sense.
That's understandable. That's understandable. And me as a male and as a young man, cause I'm sure not no goddamn man yet, but like I'm on the way to like growing to be a man. I feel like there's a lot of steps of being a man. Like everybody can say they're a grown ass man and things like that, but there's a lot of steps to that like because you can pay bills, you can do what you want to do, but that doesn't make you a man in most people's eyes.
Question:
Yes, ma'am.
can we cuss, or we can't cuss on here? Because I just need
You
to
can
know.
cuss, already cuss, already
'Cause
damn near cuss.
okay, because if I slip up, I just want to
You
make
can
sure.
cuss. I mean, this is it's whatever. It's whatever.
I just want to make sure I'm good because
All
yeah.
right. No, But my mindset of a man is just someone that can know their goals and purposes in the world
Mm-hmm.
and know how to treat people
Mm-hmm.
and do right by them and the people that they love. That's what I think
Yeah,
a
I
man
feel like
is.
it's easier for like you to say it than me, because it's like I don't know. I feel like I don't experience that a lot. I don't
Yeah,
have good men, like for real. If we really talking about it, like so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
nah,
don't.
I get that because like even now, like I experience like terrible ass niggas. I'm gonna keep it P. Like I made friends with people that backdoor me. Not in the sense like they ain't taking no money or like got me set up or anything, but like they definitely said some shit that just you know what I mean left me feeling the type of way and not respecting them. And I realized that like in a certain point of view, what I think I was trying to tell you earlier, but I didn't say it. You can be so much of yourself if people want to pick on you and start arguments with you because they can't be themselves or they don't know who they is as a person yet. That's why I think that like a man is comfortable with what they're doing. A man can be sexual with their you know what I mean sexuality. Like I know you know what I mean my brother's gay. He's a grown man. He's you know what I mean comfortable with what he got going on. He accepts who he is
Mm-hmm.
as a person and he pays his bills. He do what he needs to do. He take care of himself. And even when I was younger, he took care of me. He spoiled me, and I appreciate him. And some people can relate, and some people can't relate because I know that like I met a lot of people and a lot of kids in high school, and even now, they don't really have a good relationship with their father. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
very humble and blessed to have a good relationship with my dad because if anything, if I didn't have him in my life, I probably wouldn't be who I am today and how I treat women because he played a big role into that. And he definitely like spit game to me that like it's internal in my head. And when that shit start happening, I'm like, damn, I'm not even surprised because you already explained this shit. And even now, like I made friends that like put me on game. They're a little bit older than me. They're like 22, 23, and I definitely respect them and their mindset because they've been my age and they kind of taught me like the shit, the emotion was gonna happen. And yes, I do get frustrated when it happens because shit, I'm a man. I have emotions. And that's one thing. I don't think a man hides their emotions. If anything, they know how to control their emotions and handle their emotions at the appropriate time. Anybody that makes a loud outburst, like I don't think no man is someone that lets someone get under their skin very easily.
Mm-hmm.
They like to argue. And definitely a man, they don't like to argue with women. I don't like men that argue with women. That shit just kid like. Like I have argued with women before because they said some disrespectful shit, and I let like it slide. But I'm gonna let you get how many chances you can get. But as soon as you like, you know what I mean, get all them chances, of course I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna argue with you. But a man that argue with women for fun to get under their skin, I don't think that's a man at all.
Yeah.
But next question is, how can a woman better themselves? You know what I mean? That's like a really good question because I
No.
feel like
I'm sorry. Hold on. Gee.
is that your goddamn dog like going back and forth?
I'm gonna hit the fuck out of her.
Broski kept tripping.
She's
He came from
biting
right
on
here
my
to here to
foot.
here
Like
to here to
she's
here
biting
to
on
here
my
to here to
foot.
here to
Like
here.
she's playing. She's stop. She's like fucking with my foot. Like and it's gonna piss me off. Cause she keeps on trying to bite, like like a fake bite, like a nibble, like she's nibbling on my foot, like she's fucking with me, and
But
like
I don't got
like
to
she
deal with my
said,
dog.
she's
My
fucking with,
dog tender. My dog be following my mom.
and it's cold, so I'm gonna go put my hoodie on real quick. Can I?
Or go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Hey, this is going on YouTube, but I gotta go ahead and edit it out for like
You better
for
edit
my
that shit
cut.
for real.
I'm at, oh
Edit,
God,
edit
my
it,
editing skills can be like. Bruh, bruh.
and then all of a sudden I'm gonna have a hoodie on, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I am a little hot, but like I'm comfortable. I feel like this shit look nice.
I'm cold. I'm the opposite. Like,
Nah, that day was cold as fuck this morning, bro. In my room, I woke up. It's like 68 degrees, bro. I said, "Who touched the goddamn
what's,
thermostat?"
um, I'm not gonna lie. You need to stop, cause she keep on like fucking with me, and it's gonna make me mad. No, I'm dead
Nah,
serious.
that is. It be making me tweak too. I don't like my
No,
dog be in my
because it's like
room.
every time I'm moving my foot, right, so that I can
Yeah,
avoid. I'm not like looking at like you, like in, looking at you crazy, and then I'm over here like kicking my foot. I'm trying to move it, and every time I move it, she's chasing it and trying to bite it. Like I'm finna get
yeah.
her.
Hey,
You
this
know,
the uncut version.
and I hold on. You think I'm playing? Like she's trying to force me to play with her right now, and I don't want to play. Like,
But no, but let me go restate that question. How can women do better to, you know what I mean? Like, how can they better themselves? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like girls nowadays, like you said, kind of like men, they kind of like follow a trend now, and I feel like that's the same thing with younger girls, and I feel like a lot of people kind of suffer from like a social identity, and that's why everybody kind of just follow a trend and do, you know what I mean, what needs, you know, what's popular or like what's likable. So like, what can a woman do long term to better themselves?
in what way? Like, in what way? Yeah. Let me ask.
Like maturity wise, like how can they mature? Cause
Guys,
yeah, maturity.
I would say we need to do like a lot more thinking before we do. Like a lot more thinking before acting on it. I feel like I feel like women like we're very like emotional in a way. Like I feel like everyone's emotional. I feel like everyone's emotional. But like women, like I feel like we're more prone to act off of our emotions. If that makes
Yeah, I can get that because I was watching a show on HBO Max by Issa Rae. She's a producer, and it's called Sweet Life Los Angeles. And this character named PJ, his mom said this: women wear their hearts, you know what I mean, on their chest, like the outside
hmm
of their chest.
hmm
And I think what she really meant is like women can be very sensitive, and I countered that to where when I get very upset and emotionally, I definitely say things that can get under their skin. And I realized like I wouldn't want someone to say that to my sister, my baby sister, or my older sister. And I realized like I feel like as a man these days and as a young man, the way you talk to females, you should treat them like you talking to like your aunt or your cousin. Like you got to treat them with respect. Like even unless you don't know them, because I feel like we talk so much in a negative light if we don't know their background and what they've been through,
hmm
and that can
Yeah.
definitely cause a lot of mental health
And,
issues
like,
and
I would
insecurities.
say too, like I feel like we need to know when to give our energy and when not to give. And you was talking to me about this earlier, but I mean, like, even in a sense, like, I know, like, even like women who are quick to be like, oh, I'm gonna get my get back on this dude, or whatever the case may be, or whoever hurt them, like, it's not even worth it to do that. Like, literally, just it's better just not to give your energy at all. Because when you do that, bro, when you do that, when you take your energy away, you're taking that sense of them, like, having, like, access to you and being able to control you with their actions.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, I got you with the next question. What type of man would you be interested in like talking to long term? Because you always talking about, I always hear like this, my future husband, my future husband is, my future husband
I don't
that.
know how you quoted me.
Like,
Oh,
oh God, I'm quoting you. I'm quoting you. I'm quoting you. I'm very interested.
okay. Like overall,
Yeah,
like
overall.
like my husband, like my husband.
Like you gonna be married to him, have kids, have like two dogs too. You know what I mean? All that, had that big house and everything like that.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
I already got my mind made up what my future wife gonna be like.
Okay, I feel like for men, emotional intelligence is very important. If you're, especially when it comes to understanding a woman, like I feel like yes, y'all are very more like logical when you speak. I guess in a sense, that's a lot of times what I hear and stuff like that. But when I feel like you're emotionally intelligent, I feel like your relationship and everything like that will go easier for you and your woman at the end of the day because like even though you're not emotionally inclined like we are, so it's like it's good to understand that like you know what I mean? Like for instance,
Yeah,
that's like having like a kitchen appliance and like you don't know like it's there but you don't know how to use it. You know what I mean? But if you
yeah.
got it's gonna be
That's a great
easier for both of
terminology.
y'all. Like you feel
Yeah,
me? So
yeah, that's a great terminology.
but yeah. I feel like that's a good trait to have. I feel like someone who is well like even like not even family oriented because I guess there are a lot of like men who like they're not as close with their like immediate family, but they want a big family. So I guess I can't really say that, but yeah, I do want someone that's going to be family oriented.
Yeah, I'm
Like
a failure. Yeah, like Me
Yeah.
personally, like my parents, they were never together. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They had me at a wedlock, and they
Mhm.
actually had other children at a wedlock. So
Mhm.
I have siblings. You know what I mean? That they're not my full siblings, but like they're my siblings.
Mhm.
Because I also believe like I have a stepbrother, but I don't say stepbrother. That's my brother. You know what I mean? That's just the way I was raised. Like that step. No, I got two dads. I got two dads.
Mhm.
I don't say stepdad because I feel like that step or like that half brother, it just it's unnecessary. Like your family, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And looking at my relationship with all of them, I wish it could be closer because the gap that my mom she had me when she was really older, like
Mhm.
37, 38. So me and my siblings, we have the biggest age gap. Like as soon as I was born, my nephew was born. He's 17. I'm 18, about to be 19 soon. And it's like the biggest age gap. Crazy. I have a 13-year-old niece.
Mhm.
It's like we got to grow up. Like he's the closest thing I have to a brother, but he moved, and my other brothers, they were just kind of like, you know what I mean, there, but like they're already adults by the time I already hit like 10, 11, 12, and they already have their
Mhm.
own lives going on. Even still now, they got their own lives going on. So
Right.
me long term, I want like two, three, four kids that I can just be involved with.
Mhm.
Go to the track meets, football games, all that. I'm already long term investor. I already got a long term idea. But yeah, family. I feel like it'd be different though because I hear like a lot of women, and I talk about like this is just how I feel. When I talk to girls, I'm like, hey, so like when you get older, do you want to have kids? Nah, I don't want to go through that pain. Nah, I don't think I'll be a good mother. As soon as I kind of hear that, yeah, I already know our souls ain't gonna match because I want a family. Like that just be my whole mindset.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I'm definitely. I think I've been both. I've been both sides of it. Like I've been both girls. Like I've been at one point where I said I didn't want to have kids, and then I've been at one point where I was like, I can't do it. Like I can't go through with it because that whole process is a lot. Like you know what I mean. But now I changed my mind. I'm not gonna lie. After being in my first serious relationship, I did.
Yeah, because even
But
me, like that shit, I have no control over that. And I realize that as a man and stuff like that, I can't control what she's gonna go through.
mm-hmm,
And do she want that pain or not? That's what I'm saying. Like I have to go and find someone that wants kids because
mm-hmm,
I would never try to make a girl change their mind because that's their body first of all.
mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? And they have to go through, you know what I mean, that pain, all them hot flashes, you know, the weird
mm-hmm,
ass, you know what I mean, pregnancy cravings, which be
mm-hmm.
fucking weird. I be watching them YouTube videos
They
and
do.
all that, yeah, and just like the whole giving birth process. All I can
Mm-hmm,
do there is just be by their side, which you know what I mean, as an African American male, a lot of like men don't be there for that,
mm-hmm,
which is kind of sad. But like I feel like it's turning around and it's turning around into a more positive light that you know what I mean more men my color that are having children are gonna be there for their child and I like that.
mm-hmm.
I'm surrounding myself with people like that. So yeah,
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who have got kids.
oh God, me too. Shit,
That's
and they,
sad. Like,
and they be close to my age too. So I'm like, damn. Now this is a good question that I really wanted to
I
talk to you about.
let me finish answering, and then I'm
Oh yeah,
done.
you didn't. All right,
Okay, so I'm gonna give you three more. Like, I think three more good decision making because I want someone who's gonna be able to make the correct decisions, especially like if it's in a situation maybe I'm not there all the time for me for my kids. So it's like I need you to know that like we're on the same like page on the same book. You know what I mean? And we working together, and you gonna make the right decision even when I'm not around. Type stuff. And then I would say number three, somebody I can depend on at all times. Like even if you mad at me, even if like whatever the terms are, like somebody I can just depend on, and someone who stands on their word. And then I would say respect and honor, like someone who's very respectful, and you know what I mean, like not rude to the waitress, like all types of stuff. And I feel like, but honorable into where like your word is your bond, like you can stick to what you're saying, what you're telling me, you're going to stick to that, like so.
that word is bond. I definitely agree with that one
Yeah.
because I feel like people don't really be sticking to it. I'll be real,
I
and
be
that's
noticing
one thing.
sometimes too. Like everybody does it, but it's like, you can't get too comfortable in
Now, like I ain't, and I'm like when they're like, you want flowers? Like You're like, yeah, right. I'm like, send your address. Order
Mhm,
her some flowers. She'd be surprised.
mhm,
Matching pajamas. She'd be surprised. And that's one thing I'm starting to meet more like guys like me. Like I'm a tender nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'm all about my little shit. I can't lie to you. I'm all about it. Like I don't want to say I'm delusional, but like I damn near
no,
like
you're
be
pushing.
tweaking out. I be tweaking out. Like I just got out of like a little relationship, and it was good parts and bad parts, and I'm very grateful for the experience. And I'm very grateful, and I hope she's doing well. I haven't talked to her recently at all, but I
Mhm,
hope she's doing well and her mental health as well. Cause I don't believe in bad blood, like
mhm.
at all. Shit, y'all females the opposite. Y'all like blocking niggas, but I don't believe in bad blood.
I
And
blocking people quick.
that's what I'm
Block,
saying. Y'all love to do
block
that.
you
Like,
while you typing. That's when I'm gonna block you.
oh my god,
Like,
no.
look,
And there's also like there's like a lot of good I did. Like I feel like I gave a
mhm,
lot of energy. She gave a lot of energy into it, and it seemed like she kind of just like she tapped out. You know what I mean? She tapped out the match, and I broke up with her, and I was very sad about it. Like I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't sad. I was high as fuck. I can't even lie. That's how I cope. I took an edible. I think I smoked that day too.
mhm,
Cause and one thing that hard conversation, cause I was the one that brought up the conversation with her the day before we even broke up.
mhm,
I was like, just keep it honest, and I feel like this is what most men need to start doing. Let her talk about her feelings, cause I can't lie to you, y'all women are brutal as fuck when y'all talk. When y'all be honest, y'all be brutal as fuck. And one thing men don't do is you have to separate your feelings from that conversation and look at her point of view, cause that's what I had to do. Cause everything she was saying, I can't lie to you, it hurt the fuck out of my feelings. Like she kept asking me, am I okay? Are you mad at me? She asked me that like 5 times over in the car, and I'm like, I'm fine. I was smiling because that's my coping mechanism. But
mhm,
it's like I'm looking at the situation like this. You have to go and look at her point of view, and as a man, always look at the woman's point of view, because you might be like this, she tripping or some shit, which I was kind of thinking. But as soon as I separated it, it was like it makes sense now. I see why she's thinking what she think, and I just realized like we were compatible for a very long time until we wasn't compatible in her eyes, and I
mhm,
realized that, and that's why I broke up with her. You know what I mean? Not. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe in like staying in a relationship and not being happy unless she's not happy. I'm gonna let you go so you can find someone that can make you happy. You can do something that can make you happy, and I hope the best for her. But like I treat those situations how it is, and like I said, I smile, laugh about it. You take those moments, you happy about it. You take the good and bad, and just be happy about it.
mhm,
And that's what most men need to do about situations. Cause I promise you, I met hella niggas up like this. As soon as they break up, fuck that bitch, and that shit be like,
mhm.
especially like, and I ain't realize this that B word, bitch. That I ain't realize how much like that shit kind of like you know what I mean, make y'all so tender and hurt. Like I ain't realize I can really hurt women. Cause I be hearing y'all call y'all self bitches, and that shit be confusing me too.
But it's
Cause I'm
not
like,
the same.
it's not the same. That's how to really peep. Cause you have to realize, like in a nigga mind, like y'all calling each other bitches as jokes. Y'all calling yourself a bitch. So when a nigga does it, it's like,
Like, yeah.
what the fuck? It'd be like, what the fuck in our heads, but like I understand it now.
Mhm.
All right, another question. Do you think having insecurities is bad?
No,
I agree. I agree.
I feel like even having like, because I feel like you can be insecure more than just physical. I feel like you can be insecure with even like traits or habits that you have. And so, with that being said, like, you're not gonna like everything about you, like, because you're not perfect. So, with that being said, like, as long as you're acknowledging those flaws and like if they're controllable, then then you take control of that. But if they're not, and you embrace those things, I feel like that's better
Yeah.
than not having them or just being perfect, like in your eyes. Because like it's really subjective. It depends on like what way you're looking at it. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I look at myself and like even like relationships and things like that. Cause I'm pretty sure you heard me this morning or yesterday morning. I'm 5'5". I'm not even tall. I'm not tall, Like I had girls tell me like, "Hey, I'm cute. Hey, my personality. You know what I mean? It's up there. It's just like height and like that was like an insecurity like around this time, like a little bit, a couple months ago. But I just like it is what it is because I never had no one really call me short in high school. Maybe it's like my junior year. And I realized I was short because like all my siblings, all even my stepdad's 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And like even then, he never called me short. My mom never called me short. My
Mm-hmm.
sisters, my brothers never called me short. So when I went through high school, and after high school, it's like damn. Especially when we be on U-Boat, it's like god damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of look at yourself like you know me having insecurities. That's the one thing. Like, and I look at it now. It's like hey, like I make good money. I'm in school. I have goals in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I treat women well. I get money. I'm about to start, you know, me and my own clothing brand, which I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that someone could probably say about me is I'm probably short. And I'm like, if that's the only thing they can say, why should I really give a fuck? Like, if a girl's gonna like me, she gonna like me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
The way
And
I
that's,
treat her, the things I do for
you
her.
might need some 7 foot girl that want to even out her
Sure,
kids.
oh, girl.
You like,
Oh
want
God,
a house.
that sound like D1 babies. I ran track and I played ball in high school. That's a D1 baby. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
insecurities. I feel like. Do you feel like men or women have more insecurities?
I feel like women. I feel like everyone. I feel like everyone is always. We always getting watched. We always being observed. We're always. Women are always going to be the topic of discussion all the time. Anything that you do, anything that you talk about, women are going to be brought up, whether it's good or bad. But I feel like everyone has like a spotlight on women. Like we're expected to like kind of meet a standard that like is unrealistic. I feel like we're
Yeah,
always expected to do stuff like that. Like,
yeah. I feel like there's standards and there's the bare minimum. And I
hmm
think people really get that confused.
I feel
Like,
like the bare minimum is the standards for men right now, and I feel like the unrealistic is standards for women right now.
and
Does that,
even one thing,
does that
oh,
make
yeah,
sense?
it makes sense. And I feel like for me and my fault, since I'm just so young, like I do over the bare minimum if I really fuck with you. But if I'm like starting to get to know you and I'm not like I'm in and out,
Hmm.
I don't really do the bare
I've
minimum.
met, I've
That's my
met,
issue.
I've been friends with women who will like tell me, "Oh my gosh, she did this," da, da, da," and then I'm over here like, "You supposed to?" Like I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah. Like I be like, and I be like, I'm like, I feel like now in life, I'm like that dude that like girls come to and like this, like, can I get your advice about a guy? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And
Mm.
I'm hearing this shit. I'm like when you talking about when you was talking about that one nigga, right?
I
I,
will say your best advice to get from like for men is go to one of your male friends, bro. They gonna actually tell you the real. Like I feel
yeah,
like when we go to other women, sometimes we just be getting
bullshit.
steered in the wrong
Yeah,
direction.
and I feel like what women do is even men. That's what I'm saying. If you need you know me a question about a girl if I'm going to a girl I'm not going to another nigga sometimes because sometimes what men and women do if you go to the same gender they're going to put their situations and their experiences which not might not be the same because you might go to a friend that been cheated on so she might put her insecurities on you and give you the wrong advice same
Hmm.
thing with men so I think going to opposite gender is not a bad idea at all it's
Yeah.
like when I first met you was talking about that one nigga that hasn't texted you back in like what was it like a day right
Okay. Dang. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Oh damn! I split your business. I'm gonna have to cut that out. But
Yeah. Can you take that part
yeah,
out?
I'm gonna go and cut that out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and edit this show. Damn, I just put your shit on blast. Hey, if it makes you, does it make you happy? A girl
Damn.
did a girl did the same thing to me. If that makes you happy, and the one thing I wanted to tell you during a moment in time, which I was busy cooking. That's the reason I didn't tell you that. I was gonna try to talk to you later about that. I ain't gonna actually like you. If someone takes a whole day to text you, or like not like remind you, "Hey, I'm busy today," or if like I had times where a girl thought I was asleep. I was asleep. Like I probably got home at 4. I woke back up at like 11 o'clock, and she blown up my phone. I still text her back. It's like if I realize I can't be worried about a girl that's not really worried about me, and I think that's like that's what people need to really learn. Because if they're taking a whole day to text you, they ain't really fucking with you.
That is true. Yeah, that's
Like you can't even
facts.
sugarcoat that. And like you gonna gaslight yourself in your head like, nah, maybe they just doing something or this, that, the third because you really like that because you put your own
You
self
give
out
them excuses. Yeah, we gotta
Oh
stop
God,
doing
you get
that.
I had to start doing that. I'm like, God damn it. I just like it is what it is.
Mhm.
But next question, cause you know me, I got like a couple more questions trying to speed this up. Who do you think cheats more, men or women?
I feel like it's even.
You think it's even? My shirt backwards.
I feel like
My shirt.
nowadays it's even. I feel like
I
women
don't
are.
know. I feel like I don't know. I've been very
I feel
like
like some women are like, we're at
they
the point
scare me.
like,
I ain't gonna like.
yeah,
I feel like one thing about cheating, I see like niggas don't really give a fuck. Like they get caught, they get caught. When women cheat, that be the sneakiest shit. Like I've been seeing that, and like even I've been hearing about like lesbian
women
relationships.
definitely. No, you didn't ask who cheated worst. You didn't ask that because I
Oh
would
yeah, oh
definitely say
yeah, oh
women.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Women
You
cheat
said
worse. Women
who
cheat
cheats
worse.
more. I said even. I feel like it's even.
Yeah, I think I'll give you it's even, but who cheats worse? I think it's women. I think women for
Women,
sure.
of course. Oh yeah, women got that hands down.
That shit, they gonna
Women
kill
gonna hit
you.
you where it hurt,
Like you
and
gonna
not.
wanna, God, they gonna wanna kill
And
you.
I feel like a lot of that is coming from either. And I'm not giving excuses for nobody because it's not
Yeah,
right regardless. But I
for sure.
feel like women and things of that sort, like I feel like a lot of women when they're cheating, like they're getting their get back and they already know what they want to do with it. Like, you know what I mean? Or they already know, like, or they already caught their nigga doing something. So they did it. But also some women do also are grimy and just cheat just cause. So it's like it depends. Cause some men are like that too. Like
But I feel like
but I
this is
feel
one
like a
thing.
man will break up with their significant other and then go do what they want to do. I don't feel like they'll like,
Yeah,
oh, we can get back together. Then I'm gonna cheat on you. I feel like women do that more
yeah.
often.
Nah, and one thing I notice is when niggas cheat, they cheat down. When girls cheat, they cheat up. And that's one thing. I feel like that's definitely real shit.
That's another reason it be hurting.
Like
Women
niggas be
definitely
cheating down, bro. I can't lie to you. Like I be like, damn, like
like she be with her man only got a like apartment, don't got no car to live. She cheat with a dude with a yacht, with a apartment, with a house, and with a
sometimes they be
car.
cheating down too. They be cheating down too sometimes. But it's
Sometimes they
like
do. Yeah.
I can't lie to you. I've been in scenarios where I heard stories. I'm like, this nigga cheat on her with her. I'm like,
And I'll
this
just be
nigga
like,
tripping. I
okay.
be slick. I be slick. I'm like, let me go mind my business because this nigga really be tripping. That's what I really be thinking in my head. Because that shit terrible. All right, let's get what is dating looking like for you in 2025? You know, it's a whole new year. We still in January, the first month of 2025. You got 11 more months to go. You think you can find someone or be interested in someone to get to know or talk to?
I don't date.
Then what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Because we, what do you do?
I feel like I just lost hope.
Nah, do you know, like, I really lost hope, like, going into 2025, and it was, you know, me, I'm at home by myself, so I
Mhm.
just restart watching Love Island. I'm really looking at this nigga Cordell and Serena, I'm like, damn, man, maybe 2025 might be my year, and I'm like, I be having up and down feelings. I feel like it's gonna happen when it happens, like, I
Mhm.
definitely started getting more into, like, God now recently than ever,
Me
than I was in
too.
the past.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say that, but like I'm actually like wanting like have like you know me. I've been talking to my dad lately. I've been going to church. I haven't been to church in like
Me too.
months.
I hadn't been for
I'm taking
years.
baby steps though. I ain't gonna be like these niggas. Like I'm not gonna quote no scripture, none of that. I'm taking baby steps. I'm gonna, like it's baby
I
steps to
didn't
this.
whatchamacallit. I haven't went in years, but when I had got on my relationship, I had went again. I felt so good. And then I went like no, 3 or 4 more times since then. No, 2 or 3 more times since then. So it's like, yeah.
Nah, even like the bare minimum. Like I will watch church online. A lot of people don't know I do that. My dad don't even know I do that. I be like that ass. Since I ain't going, I'll go
I have a
ahead.
Bible study group chat or that my friend had made and we be doing it.
And you can even
Like
find like Bible study
it's on
group
the
chat.
phone.
Yeah, like Bible studies, they be
Um,
doing that on TikTok. Like my sister, when I went to DMV for
mhm.
New Year's, she
Mhm.
found a Bible study group chat on TikTok, and she joins her live streams and Zoom calls and things like that. And she talks about God. She quotes and like I ain't gonna lie, like this, like I want to go see my sister, before I even left the house, she was putting me like an oil on my face, on my feet, on my body, and she was just praying right there with me. I'm like, damn, I never seen my sister that spiritual, but like I'm happy she's on that path. And
Mhm.
she found a connection with God, and I feel like I definitely did. And I had a lot of family members and other people that was close to me that passed.
Mhm.
It definitely made me a disbeliever. I'm not like afraid to speak the truth. I definitely deal with like my demons, and I still deal with them every day. And I definitely realized like ever since like leaving college, like even friends wise, like I don't hang
Mhm.
out. I might have those days where I'm just me by myself, and no one don't check on Mauricio. No one doesn't check on me. So like that made me feel a type of way, and just made me feel really lonely and sad. And
Mhm.
getting back into this shit just definitely been helping my mental health, and just having healthy conversations about myself and just educating myself.
That's good.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like I'm on the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
God, and really, I just feel like now I just need like a God fearing woman. Like I never thought, I never said that a day in my life. Like I never told my dad or my parents like, hey, like I never told my friends like, hey, I'm looking
mhm.
for a God fearing woman. Nah,
Mhm.
I mean like I need me something skinny. You know me, little skinny petite. Like you know what I mean. Nah, she don't got to have
I
that.
said the same
We have
thing. Like, I'm
conversations.
not gonna lie. Like, cause what earlier
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't getting into it. I don't know which time. There was too many
God,
times today.
I ain't gonna lie. I joined a lot too many times to where like
Today was too many times. But anyways, he said something about I don't know something materialistic, and basically I continued, and I was like that none of that mattered. Do you talk to God every day? I said, oh okay. You could. I said you could never be my man.
yeah, I be saying that, and it's like I don't know. One thing that I
And
seen
look, he was stuck. You see how he got stuck, and then he just kept going back to what he was saying. Yeah, got you with that one.
on me, and like one thing I noticed, like this is a real as fuck. Girls will have a whole scripture on her Instagram and her bio on Yubo, but they don't be believing that shit. They be doing the opposite. Like it be real. That's why like you really have to go and figure out what type of people you dealing with, because people will put a
I
scripture
know
that
that's why I gotta
they
stop
remember.
arguing with people on there. But like, look, people be getting me. I just be trying to get my point across.
Like I said, you can get your point across, but you don't have to yell every fucking 5 seconds to my damn ear.
Okay, first fucking of all, calm the fuck down. Cause you think cause we off you, bro, you can't get this to what? Anyway,
You see,
but
I'm the
yeah,
calm person. You see how I'm talking to you? I'm in the calm voice. And like I said, people be trying to get you out of your character and you be letting
I
them.
know, but I'm chilling. Like when I'm quiet, but look, don't you notice every time they be like, Vanna, shut up. But then every time I'm talking or every time I'm quiet and I'm not talking, I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I messed up, but yeah. Um, they be like, why aren't you talking? What's wrong with you? Da-da-da. Like, leave me alone. I'm
Yeah,
in
I
my
never see you
zone.
chill. The only time I see you chill is when you do your makeup. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the only time I see you chill. Like you always on go. Each time I join your life, you was always on go. Like you need to go
I'm
ahead and
chilling
keep
right now.
your. Yeah, but this is 1-on-1. We not on you. Yeah, I need you to go ahead and go on you, bro. Go ahead and have a sophisticated conversation. Like you need to go and try that. You need to do me that favor. Just have a
Okay,
physical.
okay, we're gonna do
Someone
this
trying to
right
argue.
after this. We're gonna get into that.
I got
And
you. I'll
okay,
go ahead. Look, I'll hop on you, bro, and edit this video, and we're gonna see unless you can have a sophisticated conversation.
okay, go ahead.
All right. Now this is it. Do you think 2025 is your year?
Yes,
That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. I feel like I have a lot of big goals in 2025 that I think that I'm gonna make happen.
I feel like I learned a lot of lessons in 2024 that's really prepared me for 2025. So,
One thing I can say now about it's really goes all the way up to like high school to 2024. Like those
hmm
4 years of high school, I feel like I matured to a certain point every year. Like in my freshman year, I wasn't really like I wasn't immature at all. Like I was kind of like, cause it was COVID, I ain't had time to really just like you know what I mean, go ahead yell at people, do that, the third, do make mistakes. And so
hmm
I missed that COVID year football, track wise, just I
hmm
was just so locked in. Then when I went back to school, I can't lie to you, people didn't tell me this, but people thought I was annoying as fuck because I used to talk a lot. I was like boom boom. I did a lot. I was a little bit of extra. And
hmm
going in my junior year, I was calming down. You know what I mean? Like I figured
That's
everything
how I
out.
was too. That's how I was
And
too.
I'm hearing people like this, like tell me like, hey, like I can't like you're so chill now. Like I used to think you're annoying as fuck your sophomore year. And I'm
Damn, you hurting my feelings still. Like you,
like
like
that
just because
shit.
I'm
Like
not like that no more.
I'll look at them crazy, and it's like Okay, cool. Then I go and hit on my actual friends, my friends I be talking to every day, and like we never thought you was annoying. We just thought you had a lot of energy. And I'd rather someone tell me that and just like calm down. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta release energy now. So my way of releasing
Mhm.
energy. But sometimes you need to chill. Like no one really didn't tell me to chill. And even when I first like
Mhm.
got on my U-boat and shit like that, I didn't know what to chill. I was just a kid doing kid shit. And
Mhm.
people used to just, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
take advantage of that and like talk shit, this, that, the third. And I realized how people are online.
That's true. That is true. That's why I am the way I
I
am.
never
But
had people to educate me hey, bro, like you need to go, hey, like you know what I mean, do this on your own time, or like even like this, hey, you need to stop doing this because the way people gonna look at you, this, that, third. And I learned how to be myself, and also, you know what I mean, do what I gotta do, not be immature, things like that. Like I realized there's a time and place really for everything, and I finally surrounded myself with good people that taught me that, and I'm very grateful.
mhm.
All right, now this is gonna be the number one question. What is your long term goals for 2020?
No,
For 2025 and this year.
I want to go back to college for
Okay.
sure. Stick to my boundaries. Um, and morals. Like, make sure I'm really like on top of that. Um, getting closer with God, and then say another one is stop living in the past. I feel like I'm so worried and like I'm always panicking about like, oh, like if I mess up here, like or I used to do this, so I don't want to like keep doing this or da da da. I think I just need to focus on me in the present tense and just be the person that I want to be
Yeah.
instead of making excuses on why I'm not that person yet. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's one thing, like you have to join the lives, but people, like my friends, my dad, they don't give me excuses no more. And that's why when I talk now, when I say I was doing the clothes shit, like it was a couple of days. I'm doing my research and shit like that. I'm asking people because I'm like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays they say they're gonna do something
And then
and they
they don't
never
do
get to do
it.
it. And I don't
Yeah.
want to be that type of person. Like I'm actually designing stuff. I'm about to talk to a manufacturer. I'm about to go get the samples out. I'm gonna get some people to model it. Maybe I might have to hit your ass up. You know what I mean? Found some people to be a brand ambassador. You know what I mean? Then drop. You know what I mean? My first bulk.
What was I
Sell it.
gonna say? I feel like 2024. My one of my goals was procrastination, and I definitely like worked on that. I feel like I'm definitely getting to a point where I don't do it anymore as much. I used to procrastinate on everything that I did, but now I really don't.
Oh, you way better than me. You way better than me. I used to procrastinate like a lot. I still do. Like I had to wake up extra early. I'm in college right now, and when I did my essays, I wake up at 10 and I'll get done at like 11 o'clock p.m. Like it
That's
would
how I
take me
be.
throughout the whole day
Cause I'll
because
take breaks, yeah, and then I'm
I
like, that's
procrastinate
not
way too
good for
much.
me when I could just get it done like in
Yeah,
an hour and just sit with it and just get it
yeah.
done.
And one thing I had people look over my essays too. Like I'll try to get it done early as I can, just so people can look at it. And I had to start early in the morning because I know I'm a procrastinator, so I just gotta go
Mhm.
dish that shit out.
Mhm.
But what's your long term goals like outside of this year? Like what's your long term goal?
I want to find my future husband.
Yeah,
I want to have kids. I want to have a nursing degree.
yeah.
But I want to specifically do labor and delivery eventually, like once I get there. And then I just want to move like out of state. Like I just want to start having my own experiences and just living for myself and not for others. Like where we was talking about in the
Yeah.
beginning of this conversation. Yeah.
I think my long term goal is this might sound funny.
Oh, I want to get married before I have kids though.
Yeah, I
That
think
is one
same
thing.
here. Like, that's one thing. Like I told myself, like even my dad told me, like if I get a girl pregnant, like just have multiple kids with that one movie. Cause child support is a bitch. I can't even lie to you. Like I realized, like my dad showed me like how much he paid in child support. I'm like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, I'm never doing that shit. I'm sorry. Like I'm looking at him. I'm like, you fucked up. I'm learning from your fuck ups. No offense. I love my sisters and siblings. You know what I mean? I
Mm,
love their mothers, Miss Marion, all of them. I love them all. They treat me like family. But it's like in my mindset. my first thing to do right now, long term goal wise, is probably get my own crib. I feel like have my own space. That's
Mhm.
something like I want to do, and definitely get my degree. I feel like a lot of people on my mom's side, none of my brothers or sisters never got it. So on my mom's side, so I definitely be the first out of all of them to go ahead and do that, get my own crib, and have my own business. I don't feel comfortable working for people,
Mhm.
and I want to coach kids. That's my long term goal. I'm doing that currently. This past season with my dad coaching, and I'm gonna do it this year too, and just help these kids mature mentally and help them get better as an athlete, and just be there for them through the good and bad times. Cause I remember during my dad's first season as a coach this year, there was a lot of good players that was bitching because what I mean, they were losing, and it was really it wasn't my dad's fault.
Mhm.
It was their fault because they're not used to winning. And as
Mhm.
soon as they start winning games, they were happy. But as soon as they start losing games, they'll start bitching. And once they got that out their head, they start winning more games. And I just wish I had more times with them kids. Which
Mhm.
my dad does too, because he's about to go to high school. And I want to coach high school too. We got a new head coach, so hopefully I can go ahead and coach JV. Be a position coach and just help people developmentally. Because I feel like in high school, I never had a position coach until my senior year that really like cared about me and knew what I was about. Because I had to do a lot my senior year. That was a lot of my mental health, and I don't talk to people about that, but
Mhm.
it was a lot going on, a lot of bullshit, and that's why our coach got fired. He was my coach last year. He got fired because of a lot of bullshit, and not fuck that
Yeah.
nigga. I fuck with him, offside the field, but like on the field, it was like fuck that nigga. I can't even lie to you, but it was more like just like I look at him as a coach, and I'm like, me as a coach now, I don't want to be like him. I want to motivate players. I want to make sure their mental health is good. I want to make sure their
Mhm.
grades is good. I want to teach them the
Mhm.
right way, not the wrong way. So that's my long term goals, and hopefully get married. You know what I mean? Have some kids and shit like that. Make sure you know what I mean. Shit, hey, y'all hear this Sager in the future? 18, 20, 25 years from now. Hey, listen. That's an NFL star, a track star. I'm getting all the kids, a track star. Slick, you never know they could be in the NBA. Shit, my kid, even my daughter's like, shit, they doing some type of sport. Look, shit, they doing anything, acting. I'm getting them active. I got a whole, you don't understand, I got a whole mindset. As soon as they turn 4 years old, their life is
I
like
definitely
this.
want to be one of them old people that like influences like the younger generation in a way like I don't know. You know how people be making like rec centers and stuff like that and stuff like that. Like I want to do something like that. Like once I get to the point where like I can just spend my money to spend my money or just do whatever. Like yeah. Hmm.
No, I agree with you for sure, for sure. I was just checking some shit. Now, we end Festive Mark. You know what I mean? This has been a good 48 minutes. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know if she don't argue with people tonight on Yubo. If she do, I'll definitely let y'all know next episode. And well, bye. I hope y'all have a blessed
You
one.
snitch. Bye.
On God, I'm gonna snitch. On God, indeed. Ah, yay. What
Okay.
happened?
I'm cramping. Like I'm tired. Like I'm sleepy.
How
Like
you cramping? 5, 6. Wait,
so I'm sitting like this.
you were sitting like that the whole time.
Well, like the whole time I had my phone like right here.
All right, successfully uploaded. All right, view recordings.
Cut out the part where you threw me under the bus, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta see my
Gonna
face.
expose that this man isn't texting me, making me look crazy. And what if my future husband is watching? He's gonna be like, "Oh, she's the type of bitch that don't